What's up, guys? So we just arrived in Seminyak. It took about an hour and a half from Ubud to make it here. We've booked a villa for 3 nights because we're not really super fond of the, I guess, westernized towns here, but we want to check it out and get the experience and kind of feel the differences for different areas, right? So we'll probably spend a little bit of time. Maybe we'll take a peek in Canggu. I'll probably go to Kuta beach, maybe take some surf lessons or something, and poke around Seminyak a little bit and just feel the difference, right, compared to Uluwatu and Ubud and the islands that we went to. So still got a bit of a hangover. I think I did have like the Bali belly or whatever from that fish last night. Something strange, like my stomach's feeling better, but now my head hurts. So been trying to stay hydrated, but still a little bit off. I'm sure tomorrow I'll be fine. But anyways, the villa that we got here is super cool. We spent, I think, just shy of $100 Canadian a night, and definitely best value for the money. It's big, it's spacious, it's modern, seems to be in a good location. So let's go inside and check it out. Big swimming pool here. Behind me there's like an outdoor bar area for chilling out, having some drinks, maybe if you have a larger group here. Stepping inside, there is a very large kitchen. Has a oven, fridge, sink, lots of space. Nice little dining area here behind me. On this side we have a living area with a big screen TV. Probably will go unused, but it's nice anyways. The bedroom is just enormous. King size bed, double sinks. We have an outdoor jacuzzi tub. And by the way, all these doors just like open up to the outside. So same in the living room here and in the bedroom. So it's fully like indoor outdoor space. Stepping outside, you can see we have the outdoor shower and toilet again. Again behind me, a couple lounge chairs in front of the pool, and then we have a closet, big closet. So if you have a lot of stuff with you, then you've got room. So very cool, very big, very spacious. I think it'll be nice to spend a few nights here for sure. Good value, good value. We saw places like cheaper, and we saw places up to like just thousands of dollars. And I mean, this is more than enough for us. We're using it as a home base while we explore a little bit, right? So, but anyways, happy to be here. We are gonna go out now and try and figure out if there's a place to eat for the night. Maybe I can find some ibuprofen for my head, and plan what we're gonna do tomorrow. So we'll keep you guys posted. What do you do when you arrive in a beach town? You go to the beach. So it's sunset right now, but we wanted to check out Seminyak Beach a little bit, and I think that there's probably some restaurants around, so we're gonna scope out the area for one. The beach here is definitely huge, a lot of sand, but there's also a lot of people, and especially considering it's rainy season, I guess, but there is no real off season in Bali. So anyways, looks beautiful. I don't know how the surfing is here. The waves are not very big right now. Can't say there's like nice sets coming in, but there's some small waves rolling in. Good morning from Seminyak. This is our first full day here. I didn't show much last night when we arrived because I wasn't feeling well. Pretty sure I have Bali belly, but today it's feeling a lot better. Yesterday was a lot of time in the bathroom, bad head pain, and really feeling dehydrated. So this morning I'm feeling quite a bit better. I think not perfect, but quite a bit better. So gonna go and explore a little bit more. We ate breakfast this morning at a place called Kopi Coco. It was okay, not amazing. We have realized that the pricing here in Seminyak is quite a bit higher than in the other areas of Bali that we've been in. I think just because it's more of a touristy area, so whatever, it is what it is. I think I'm gonna go surfing today. I'm gonna try and find like a little surf school and maybe take a short lesson. I think they do 2-hour lessons. So I've surfed before a few times in Canada and in Hawaii, but it's been a while. So the beaches here in Seminyak look a bit beginner friendly, less reefs, less coral reefs to skin myself on. So I think it's a good place to maybe give it another go. Traffic here in Seminyak is quite heavy. We wanted to head to one area of Seminyak Beach from our hotel. It said it was going to be like a 18-minute walk, I think, so we opted for a Grab taxi. But I think with the traffic, it's probably going to take at least the same amount of time. The bikes can get around a little bit easier because they scoot in and out of traffic, but the cars, because they're bigger, don't have that option. So, while Kate was exploring the area between Seminyak and Kuta, I rented a board and took a 2-hour private lesson. There are extremely strong currents all around Bali, and the waves produce some crazy undertows. The waves may not look big in this video, but I can assure you it's much different in person, especially when you get past the whitewash and into the green stuff. After an hour and a bit of getting smashed around, I realized the terrible condition I was in and decided I had enough for the day. It was time to find a place to eat and refuel the body. We ended up picking a restaurant in Kuta called the Crumb and Coaster. It seemed like a good option compared to the other places in the area. We ordered the falafel wrap and a pulled pork burger, which were both quite tasty. In the middle of, I guess we're in Kuta now, if I'm not mistaken. There's a big shopping mall. So if you're feeling like you're missing Canada, you can come here and find all your favorite stores and more. Doesn't feel like we're in Southeast Asia at the moment. Everything you could think of here, H&M, Zara, Guess, all the women's makeup stores, lingerie stores, Coach, blah blah blah, Foot Locker they even had, and we've only just poked our heads in so far. The prices are all fairly similar, I would say, to what you pay in Canada from what we saw. $120 for a pair of Nike shoes. Quite similar. The mall is called the Beachwalk Shopping Center, and it's a 4-floor open-air mall that I would say offers more than most malls in Canada, excluding places like the West Edmonton Mall. It has all the regular brands that you would expect to see, plus quite a few others that were new to me. If you're a shopaholic and like some retail therapy on your holidays, then I suppose this would be a good place for you to visit. But don't expect to get any special deals here. Outside of the mall, there are plenty of standard little shops to poke around in, all of which are selling the same sort of items that you can find in other areas of Bali. One thing that I found strange was that literally every 10th shop seemed to be a tattoo parlor. And I'm not exaggerating. I've never seen so many in one area. Before heading home for the night, we stopped at the Bintang supermarket in Seminyak to have a look and grab a few things for breakfast. Being such a populated area of Bali, it was no surprise that the supermarket here had a large selection of everything you could need. Non-dairy milk options, eggs, a huge selection of vegetables, fruits, meat, beverages, including beer and wine, your standard chemical-filled body products, pet food, baby products, junk food, pastas, canned food, oils, and more. For breakfast the next day, I made some fruit bowls with products that we grabbed from the supermarket last night. A granola mix, fresh papaya, some vibrant dragon fruit, and a banana. Unfortunately, however, we didn't get to enjoy the mangosteen. It must have been the end of their season because whenever we bought them, they weren't good inside.
Oh, this is bad too.
Nonetheless, the rest of the ingredients made for a delicious breakfast bowl that we topped off with some outside milk. An easy breakfast for the hotel that didn't require any cooking. After breakfast, we decided to head to Canggu to see what the hype was all about. Straight away, it was apparent that this was quite a busy area. I wanted to grab a coffee, so we stopped at the first decent-looking place we found, which was called Buongiorno. It was just a tiny little cafe down one of the side streets. They had some toasted sandwiches which were looking good, so I grabbed one of those as well. After that, we started heading down the main street towards the beach. Canggu feels a little more upscale than Kuta and Seminyak. There are a lot of different cafes, shops, and even a cool little bazaar market type of thing that was selling all the standard touristy knickknacks that you would expect to see in a local market. There's quite a lot of traffic in the area, and the bikes are noisy as usual. In general, the streets seem to be well kept, but some areas had a bit of a funky smell, and one spot even had what looked to be toxic sewage being channeled down the side of the road. As you get closer to the beach, there's some open-air restaurants and bars with music going. I can't say that the beach was nice, but there were still some people enjoying it. There's chairs for rent, surfboards, and lessons. Or if you're feeling lazy, then you can just grab a beer at one of the beachfront establishments and watch the waves roll in. In my opinion, Canggu, Seminyak, and Kuta are good for short visits, but I definitely wouldn't choose to spend a full holiday there. We decided to end our day at Tanah Lot.
I'm at Tanah Lot Temple, just north of Canggu. It was kind of a spur of the moment little trip just to see this temple that is out on this little kind of island in the water. Really picturesque, and I think maybe good for photos. So I brought my big camera, my tripod, and my Nissi filters so that I can hopefully get a nice long exposure here as the sun's coming down. It's starting to set now, so kind of panicking to figure out the lay of the lands, where to set up the tripod. So let's go figure it out. So the temple's right there, and the sun is setting on this side, and all I can see is a beach area. I'm gonna try to get around it, and hopefully I can get the sun setting behind the temple. We'll see. Lots of shops and restaurants here. Actually looks like a nice place. We saw some pretty inexpensive things at some shops already. Seems to be a common thing in the main city area like Canggu or Seminyak. Everything is actually really expensive, but then you come to, you know, a spot like this and the shops are selling things for half the price. like 2 minutes too late for a really cool photo. There was a guy sitting out on a cliff here. Oh, he's going back by the looks of it. And the waves are just crashing up onto the rock side. Let's see if I can get in there. There we go. And here's the temple. So I found this little nice rocky piece of land here, kind of in between the temple and that fisherman on the rock peninsula little thing there behind me. So I'm gonna set up my tripod here and hope that the tide isn't coming in. If it comes in, I might have to move, but I'll get a few shots anyways without the sunset for now. If the tide rolls in, I'll figure something out, or so be it. But I can get both from this angle here. So right here's the fisherman, and right here behind me is the temple. So it'll be a good spot. So basically, guys, my setup right here, I have a Nikon Z6, the first edition, with the 24-70 2.4 lens on. I'm using the Nissi drop-in filter set, and on the front I have a 2-stop. It's a medium grad, so not the soft, not the hard, so a nice medium graduation from dark to light. And behind that I have a 10-stop ND, so really dropping the light down quite a bit here. The sun's still not down yet, and I'm already at a 20-second exposure, so I might even pull out the grad filter. We'll see. I got a couple nice shots from this angle, but I do see a couple of not nice kind of like tent buildings up on the cliff that I'd rather not have to deal with photoshopping out. It's from the shops here, not something historical, not something nice to look at. So I think I might slide over a little bit and take another angle here. But if you guys want to see what the pictures turned out to look like, you can check out my Instagram after. And I'm going to flip around and try and grab one of the fishermen as well with the ND in. So as you can see behind me, the sun is about to set just over the horizon there. Unfortunately, it's definitely not making it over to where the temple is here, but I'm getting some good color from it, so hopefully the images turn out nicely. There was a nice spot on the other side as well, but it's like really full of tourists, and I'd rather have no tourists and the nice colors from the sun than have the sun and a shitload of tourists. So unfortunately, the buildings up on the cliff also have turned some lights on, so that will interfere with the image, but hopefully not too much. And the water here is coming in all the way up to the rocks here. It's splashed up a few times. I'm not sure how much longer I'll be able to stay, if I will be able to get the nice colorful after sunset glow. We'll see. I've already cleaned off the filter a few times here. So obviously when you're shooting by the sea, it's a little bit difficult to keep the specks of salt water off of the filters and lenses, but you do what you can. Yeah, nice spot. I don't want to sound like a complainer because I'm in a beautiful location, but unfortunately the colorful skies that happen after the sunset are happening behind me, not actually even behind the temple that I'm photographing. So anyways, there is still colors in the sky I'll be able to bring out in post, but I was hoping to get those colors in those clouds, but doesn't look like it's necessarily going to happen, although I'll hang out for another 10-15 minutes and see what happens.
That's it for this video. Out of all the areas we visited, Ubud, the Gili's, and Uluwatu were our favorites, and we decided to head back to Uluwatu for the last week of our holidays. Let me know in the comments which location you like the most and if you have any recommendations. Thanks for watching.